Hey guys, it's Jessica, and I'm here today. I'm dressed in all black because I'm actually about to go to a funeral today of a friend that I went to high school with. A very young guy. He was a little bit over his 40s, and it was a sudden thing, and it's sad. And I have little signs like this that kind of make me self-reflect on life and the person's life and what did I learn from them and what are they currently teaching us by the situation at hand right now. And one of the things, I could go into a lot of this particular person and what I have learned from him and what I've seen and how he's valued my life, but for today, I'm thinking about, did he live the best life when he's in heaven, and looking back, did he live his best, fullest life that he could have? Is he happy with his life? And when we are asked at the end of the day, were you happy with your life? Did you do all that you could do? Did you feel satisfied in taking on the opportunities that you had? Or were you holding yourself back? You don't want to get to the end and realize, wow, I really was so fearful that I ended up holding myself back for so many things, and I shouldn't have done that, and it was so silly of me, and I could have done so much more, and I didn't realize that I had such great potential, and if I could do it all over again, I would. And I believe that we do have the opportunity to have our life over again in a different time, in a different situation, but by then, you kind of forget, and you kind of are on this cycle, and you do it again and again, and it takes for you to kind of stand up to your fears or stand up for what you believe in and make sure that you are basically an advocate for yourself and that you are doing whatever it is that you say you want to do. What makes you happy? What is it that you want to do in your life, and are you doing it? Are you sitting at a job that you're very unhappy about? You're not learning, you're not progressing. Are you in a relationship that you're not happy with? Are you not doing certain activities or these fun hobbies or fun things because there's so many excuses and one day and all of these things and roadblocks that you put in the way. But if you were to take those roadblocks out, if you were to take away those excuses, if you were to take away those insecurities, what would your life look like if you didn't have those anymore? I'm sure it would be a lot different. What would you be able to do if you had no fear, if you had whatever your excuse is? Some people say, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, whatever it is. If you had all of those things, how would your life be different? Because if you could take away the excuse, it could be done. And if you weren't allowed to say the excuse, it could be done. And people do find a way, because it has been done before. And when you have determination, it gets done. And amazing things happen. So it's almost like you don't want it bad enough, because when you do want it bad enough, you will find a way. You will make it happen. So I don't want at the end of the day, the end of your life, to have you turn around and regret and to think, geez, I should have, or to be older and now you don't have the greatest health, and now I wish I should have traveled. I wish I should have done all of these things. I didn't know when I was younger that I had all of this, and now here I am, and you're sitting in a nursing home self-reflecting and thinking about the good old days, and I should have done it back then when I had the time, and I didn't think I had the time, and I didn't think I had the money. I mean, I can think about years and years and years ago while I was going through college and not having money. You were scraping by. But my biggest passion was always traveling. And I always wanted to see the world. And somehow I always made it happen that I would travel anywhere I could on a dime. I would drive places, I would explore, I would cut back on, maybe it wasn't the greatest hotel, or cut back on certain things just to make it happen. Just get me there. I just want to see what it's like. I just want to explore. Put me in this city, and I would do what it took. And so many times I can remember just barely scraping by, never having enough money. But now when I look back, I can say my memories are all, wow, I've been here, I've been there. I'm so grateful that I have taken the chance and had utilized the opportunity when I had it. Such as, I used to live out in the Midwest. I'm currently on the East Coast, and when I lived out in the Midwest to go to school, I knew it was going to be temporary, and I wanted to utilize that time to travel and drive around to everywhere in the Midwest that I could, because I knew that I was going to go back to the East Coast. And so while I was out there, I wanted to utilize the time wisely to see as much as I could, because if I went back to the East Coast, it would be super expensive to keep flying back and exploring all these different cities if I was back in the East Coast. So I drove around while I was in the Midwest, saw as much as I could, experienced what it was like out there, and I'm very grateful for just making it happen. So sometimes you just have to go for it and just do it, and sometimes you're doing it blindly. But if it's your idea and if it's something that you want to do, just go for it. Sometimes you don't have it all worked out, but you will figure it out after the fact. You'll make it work. And sometimes when you're not sure about the plan, there is opportunities and people and resources that get put into your path when you're in it and surrounding it that will help support it, because you're already there, and it's kind of like sink or swim. You're already there. Now it's time to figure this out. So you will figure it out. So that's my idea for the day. I would encourage you to just be a little uncomfortable, go outside your comfort zone, just go outside your boundary of what you feel is safe. Just do whatever you keep putting off, because from there it kind of snowballs into more and more as you get more confidence to do more and more, and amazing things starts happening and opportunities start flowing and greater ideas and creativity starts coming. And so it's only great things from there. So I wish you best of luck, and I can't wait to hear about what your ideas are. Thanks, guys.